Hello, everybody. This is Heather again. I know it's been 3 or 4 weeks, and you can see the previous video as to what was going on, as to why I wasn't here. I am happy to say that I am feeling a little bit better. I'm not 100% yet, and we are still figuring out what all we're going to do. But I am back, and apparently, my dog just decided to bring me a toy and knock my camera over. All is wonderful in the world of Heather's crocheting and knitting. So this week we are going to be making dishcloths. Just like this. This is called corner to corner. They're supposed to make a perfect square. Mine did not make a perfect square. But the way that this works is you start in one corner and you progress diagonally, increasing until you get to the size that you want or the width that you want diagonally, and then you decrease down to the other end. So basically these are corner to corners. These are what a lot of people will do to do pixel art in crochet blankets. I'm not teaching that yet. We'll see as we get through if there's an interest for that situation. But today I thought we'd go over starting it and increases. And then next week we'll go with decreasing and ending it. So this is going to be a 2-week video. But once again, thank you for being here. I guess I'm supposed to sit here and tell you to like and subscribe. Yeah, social media is not my thing. I don't do it very well. I can never think of things to tell you guys in between my weeks. So that's why there's not a whole lot of social media posts for me. But like I say, I do this as a hobby. It's just for fun, nothing major. So let me get the camera set up and we'll get started. Okay, so as I said, we are going to work on a corner to corner, which basically starts at one end here and it goes all the way to the other end, and you're going diagonally. Okay, so the stitches used in this is very simple. It is just, you have to chain, you have a double crochet, you have a slip stitch, and you have a chain 3 space. And I will have all this typed up, and there I'll find a link down below. My hook is trying to run off away from me. So as long as you know how to do all those, you'll be fine. And if you have joined me on this journey, then you will have no problems keeping track with this. I am going to try to keep these tutorials a little shorter. I'm trying not to hit, 30 hours. I'm hoping to keep them about 15-20 minutes each. So we're just going to hop right in. So make a slip knot, put it around your hook. This is my Opire 4.5 millimeter hook. It's what's called a G+. The colorway of this hook is a diamond. It's part of their birthstone. So, okay. So you can use a stitch mark, but you don't have to if you want to. As far as the yarn goes, since we're just looking at making a dishcloth, we're just looking at using cotton. This is just my normal peaches and cream cotton. This is the cone that I have. See, told you I'd wind up using a bunch of it going through lessons with you all. There's nothing fancy about it. Just plain 100% cotton yarn. Okay, so these are usually always made with double crochets. You can make them with half double crochets. Those are what's considered to be mini C2Cs. These are corner to corner stitches or C2C. Okay. So to start off, you'll chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Now remember, you count your stitches by these V's right here. So there's 1V, 2V, 3V, 4V, 5V, and 6V. Okay. Now you will double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. Okay. So wrap around 1, 2, 3, and 4. So double crochet. One double crochet, and now you notice there's 2 more spots here, so double crochet in each of the next 2 chains. There's 1 and 2. Crocheted corner to corner is usually done by counting tiles. Okay, that's what they are called. This is your first tile right here. Okay. You have a chain 3 turning stitch, which is this right here, and then 3 double crochets. So it's a 4-stitch tile. Okay. Now, just because this is how I'm showing you how to do it does not mean this is how this is, set in stone. If you want a smaller than a chain 3 space, do a chain 2 space. If you want to do half double crochets, do half double crochets. This is crochet. Nothing is set in stone. Practice, try it out, trial and error. That's the best thing I can tell you to do. Okay. Now turn your work and chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to do that tile all over again. So double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Double crochet. And then double crochet in the next 2 chains. It's okay to leave it like that. I just messed up that one, so we're going to redo that double crochet. Okay. Now we need to join this tile, the second tile right here, to this one. So what we do is we find the next chain 3 space. Remember, it's a chain 3 space, not spaces in between the 3 double crochets. So then you slip stitch into that chain 3 space, and then chain 3 for your first double crochet, and then 3 more double crochets. Okay, you should be left with the final situation of looking like a little heart. And it's the same thing right here. There's 1, 2, there's your first starting one, there's one tile, and there's your second tile right there. Okay? So now all we basically do, we have increased right here. That was where we did the chain 6 and added more to it. That was basically the increase right there. Okay, so now in order to do row 3, you'll have 3 tiles. So basically we just repeat what we just did on row 2 again. Okay, so turn your work, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then double crochet in the next 2, 1, 2. Okay, now this may be where a situation of where stitch markers, you may want to use them if you have problems finding where your chain 3 spaces are. And if you do, no biggie. Just get your stitch markers out. Like always, you can pull a big loop and then look at this and see, here's one right here. And the last one is always going to be at the very last one. Okay, so you can stick your stitch markers in those to tell you where to do it if you need. But honestly, I will tell you, you will get to the point of where you don't have an issue finding them. Okay, so then just like we did on this last row, we find the next chain 3 space or chain 2 space, depending on your choice. We slip stitch into it, chain 3, and then do 3 double crochets in the same chain 3 space. This is 1, 2, and 3. And we do the same thing again. Find the next chain 3 space, slip stitch into it, chain 3, 3. I usually do a chain 2 for my personal stuff. There's 3 and then 3 double crochets. And remember, you don't have to strangle the yarn. It's not going anywhere. It's not fighting you. And 3. Okay. Now you have 3 rows. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. I'm going to do one more row with you. And then basically as I do it, I'm going to sit here and tell you how to increase. Okay. So in order to increase, all increases are the chain 6 and then double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook, and then in the next 3. In the next 2, I'm sorry. That is how you increase. That is how you go from one little corner here and shoot off this way. Okay? That is what you're doing, okay? When you decrease, you'll be going back in the other way, and we'll do that next week. So basically, as you go, see, this is my end right here. That is my halfway row. Okay. I did it until I had a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tiles along the side. And then I decreased down. Okay. So basically, as you're working it, it's going to work up diagonally. Okay. It's not going to work up like you're going this way. You are going this way, back and forth. Okay. So a good way to think about this, if you want, is going to be thinking that each block is a tile or a certain color. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so basically what I want you to do this week is just increase your work until you get it to, I did mine to where when I put my hand at one end, it pretty much goes all the way to the tips of my fingers. This doesn't work for my partner's hands because his hands are bigger than mine, but this is a good size that I have found for my dishcloths that I do. And yes, this will get put to use. So basically, I just want you to keep increasing until you get to the width that you want your dishcloth to be. That is my guesstimate of what I use. Don't go off me, go off your own hand size. You don't need to go off of everything I say, I promise. So I've chained 6 to do my next increase. And then now I'm going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hooks, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And shout out to my partner because he's over there sitting next to me being very, very quiet because I forgot to do my video last night while he was at work. So this is his day off and it's usually our date night. So he's being really sweet and letting me make my video.
Huh? What happened?
Okay, so I've done my first increase tile. There we go. And yeah, this is going to want to twist and turn on you. Don't worry about it too much. Just try to keep it equal. I mean, if you twist it, you twist it. It's not going to be that noticeable, but it will be noticeable in the end. So if you can, do your best to try to keep it from not. I usually hold it down here as I'm doing. I hold it with these 2 fingers, my pinky, mostly my pinky, and then just stabilize it with my ring finger as I'm doing it. So I've done the first one. So let's slip stitch into the next chain 3 space, chain 3, and then 3 double crochets in the same space. Now continue that slip stitch in the next chain 3 space, 3 double crochets in each chain 3 space across. You will do that all the way to the end, all the way. Okay, so in this one, all you have to worry about, the only difference in the pattern other than a slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochets in the same space, is your first tile. And then that is simply a chain 6, double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook, then double crochet in the next 2. And then do your slip stitch into the next chain 3 space and 3 double crochets all the way across. That is the increase pattern, increase of corner to corner. Okay. I will have the pattern written out below for you in the description. And next week, I will have the pattern wrote up completely from start to finish. but I didn't want to give you more than what I've gone over in the video with you. So I'm just finishing up the last one here. We're at 17 minutes, so we're doing okay. Okay. And that's my last one. When you're done, you should have something that looks a little bit like this. Now, just do me a favor and go ahead and continue what we've just gone over until you get your dishcloth to the length that you want. Okay? And happy crochet, and I will be back with you next week. Thank you.